Today I'm gonna do a sketchbook tour. I'm just gonna do the audio while I flip through it instead of a voiceover so that I can kind of talk in real time about the pieces themselves. This is not my most recent sketchbook, but this one I feel like is more true to my style. I'll do a sketchbook tour of my most recent book if you'd like it. It's this Moleskine sketchbook, and this is what got my TikTok account off. This is how I kind of got all of my followers, was through this sketchbook. But I do feel like I lost myself a little bit in it and started making content more for videos than for what I like to make. So I thought I would show you the sketchbook right before that one, which is this one, so that you can see my more genuine art style. Okay, that setting on my phone kept going in and out of focus, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. This is a Moleskine watercolor sketchbook. I got it in San Francisco, and I had it embossed with my middle name on it. And I actually finished it in a month, which I was very surprised about. I usually keep the first page blank and I'll come back to it. So I think I came back to it, but this is just a doodle of a lily and of an eye. This is what I draw when I don't know what to draw. The first page that I did in this sketchbook was this one. I had gotten this book in San Francisco and I went to the SF MoMA and I sketched there. And so one of the paintings in that museum looks just like this. I brought my paints and I sat down at the cafe after and kind of made it more detailed, but I did end up sketching at the museum. This is just a gouache portrait. I was into doing these little mini gouache portraits in this sketchbook, and I like how a lot of them turned out. These were just doodles. I don't have anything to say about them, but this I feel like really exemplifies the type of portraits that I want to draw and paint. I feel like it's very simplified, but focuses on value and shape, and I really like how this turned out. I copied another painting on Pinterest for this. I have it written down here. I'll put it on the screen. And then I painted some strawberries, and this is a gouache portrait. Like I said, I was very into that when I first started the sketchbook, and I really like how this one turned out, again, for the same reason. I did this on the airplane coming back, and they're just little doodles. I really love this painting. I wish I had done it on a bigger scale. My goal with painting is to simplify and just focus on what's important so that your eye can visually understand what's going on, and I feel like this painting did that. Okay, I did all of this in the plane again. These are just blueberries, these little, the Michelangelo Hand of God painting. And then this is a recreation of a Norman Rockwell painting. I just drew it with the Prismacolor Colorase pencils, and then this black paint kind of smudged off on it. But I still like the way it came out. This I completely copied from a Pinterest post, but I just loved the colors. I'll try to find the original creator of it, but I just absolutely loved how they used neons, and your eye doesn't even pick up that it's neon. I really liked it. And then this is some Studio Ghibli food. I think that they have the cutest style. Let me try to zoom in. I think it's so cute. This is a self-portrait in pen. And then we went to Nantucket, and the first thing that happened was in the taxi, the guy that was driving us said that every house looks the same there. And so I drew one of the houses. And then we went to a coffee shop and I painted my coffee. This is the same type of drawing that I did of me, I did of my husband in pen. And then I started doing Peachtober, which is a daily prompt drawing challenge. I can't remember the creator of the challenge, but I will put it on the screen. I started doing Peachtober. I did day one in a different sketchbook, and then I think I did the rest of it in this sketchbook, but this is day two. I was in an airplane when I did it, so I don't love the way it turned out. This is day 3. The prompt was sweet. I did a little black cat with strawberries. When I go back in my sketchbooks, I see how many things that I copied, which I've talked about on my TikTok. I think that there's no shame in copying if you like tag the original creator and if you're not trying to profit off of it. So this, I copied the sketch of the bird from Lee Ellickson. The next prompt was blue. So I just did this portrait in a bunch of shades of blue. It's a very bright page. This was Peachtober Day 10 Citrus. And then these were just doodles, referenced from Pinterest, I'm sure. This is another Peachtober Day. This one's Sidekick. I honestly don't love a lot of the stuff that I made from this challenge, but I was posting the process on TikTok and I feel like I got a lot of my followers from posting it, so ultimately I'm fine with it, but I don't love, this is another Peachtober thing and I would never normally paint something like that. This is a sketch of Norman Rockwell. This was a prompt sprig, so I did a cocktail or a mocktail. And then this is a sketch from a show, but it was a picture on Pinterest that I drew, but it's from the show Normal People. This is probably my favorite Peachtober prompt. It just was eyes, which as I mentioned, I like to draw. But I didn't want to just draw an eye that I've drawn 100 times. So I chose to do a older subject and I tried to add as much color and depth in the skin as I possibly could. And then I drew eyes on these dried flowers. I like this one too. This is Crater from, that was the prompt. The prompt was Crater. And I like that one. These are just doodles. I really took this literally. This was a prompt pencil and I did it in oil pastel. I had just gotten, my husband got me these oil pastels from Sennelier, and I did these pansies and I love them so much. I think that they turned out so cute. And then my cousin Jackie is obsessed with frogs and I did this little spread for her. This was a Peachtober Day, and this I thought would be a cute sticker. I don't know who would buy that, but I just thought it was a cute design. This was a Peachtober Day. I think the prompt was Lighthouse. I don't remember, I didn't write it down, but I really liked the way that it came out. It was with oil pastel, and I feel like it's Van Gogh inspired. These are 2 more Peachtober prompts. This is weather. I just tried to do a rainy window scene. And then this one is blush. This picture is referenced a ton on Pinterest, but the reference itself is also on Pinterest, the photograph. And so I'll try to find who was the original creator, but it's referenced so much that I'm not sure if I'll be able to find it. This was a garden, and I used oil pastels for this as well, and it's supposed to be like Monet's garden paintings. This was a prompt, I don't know what it was for, but I referenced it from Pinterest. And this is a bookstore by Where We Live. I really like this pomegranate, and I feel like this would be a really cute washi tape. And then this was another prompt for candle with all neons. Light bulb or just bulb. I really took a lot of these literally, but doing a drawing every day, I feel like creatively it's tough to think of something out of the box every single time. This was with Posca paint markers. I really don't like this this painting, so I'm not even gonna talk about it. But this one I thought was really cute. It's referenced from a photograph on Pinterest, and I did a graphite drawing and then covered it with masking fluid and then did a watercolor little background. And I just think it's very adorable. This is just a pen portrait, and I ended up drawing her again in like a page. This was a Peachtober day. I don't like it, and the prompt was slingshot. These were both Peachtober things. This is colored pencil and this is gouache. And then this is an alcohol marker portrait. And this is alcohol marker landscape. This is the last spread of the whole book. This was with Posca paint pens and gouache, I believe. And I tried drawing with pen, which I didn't do in the whole book, I don't think. So I feel like I've gotten much better at this, but it's very intimidating drawing with just pen and going from like negative space to making it like highlight points. I thought this was very fun to do. I should do it more. Because I painted the whole page red and then with paint markers added the mid-tone and the highlights. And that's it. I said, this is the fastest I've ever finished a sketchbook. I started the sketchbook on September 18th and I finished it on October 22nd. So yeah, that's all for this sketchbook. If you'd like to see this one, this is much longer because the pages are thinner, but I do feel like it doesn't stick as closely to my art style as the other one does. But I just wanted to share a little sneak peek of what my art style is like so that you can kind of see what you'd be getting from this channel. I wanted to make a video showing some of my artwork because going on YouTube, you're kind of starting from scratch, and I want you guys to see the type of art that I like to make. And if you like this type of art, please subscribe. I'm gonna try to post videos every week. So far, I've been able to, but yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.